by popular request, today we're bringing you some driving videos of the area to give you a better idea of what's going on with stores and just some different spots. Today we're going to be covering Rehoboth Beach. We'll drive through the downtown area and along Coastal Highway, or Route 1 as it's called. If you are new to the channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button down below. That really helps us out here on the channel, helps us bring you new content each and every week discussing Coastal Delaware. Alright, so here we are, we're turning onto Coastal Highway. You'll see in the shopping center across the street there, we've got the Acme, Staples. On the left-hand side, we've got Midway, which is where Lewis zip code turns into Rehoboth zip code. In the Midway shopping center there, you've got Dollar Tree, you've got Dunkin' Donuts, you got a movie theater, there's a candy kitchen in there. You've got Midway Water and Wheels, which is a great amusement park for the summertime. They've got some water slides and some go-karts. And then you've got Surf Bagel, which is the best bagels at the beach. They've got two different locations here at the beach. They've got one here in Midway and one up in the Lewis market. Both of them are fantastic, by far the best bagels that you can get. Here on the right-hand side, we've got the first of 3 Tanger outlet centers. Just about every retail center you can think of is in that outlet center, either that one or one of the other two. We've got 3 of them here in Rehoboth Beach, but they've got everything. Pretty much any clothing store you can think of that would have an outlet, it's probably in there. And you've got tax-free shopping here in Delaware. There on the right, you see the sign that says Taco Reho. Taco Reho used to be a standalone like food truck. They were so popular they turned it into a actual physical location, so that's great for tacos and that kind of stuff. And then at this next traffic light here, you'll see a turnoff for Route 24. Route 24 is the main thoroughfare to get you out to areas like Long Neck and Millsboro, and it's a busy road. They're going to be expanding that over the coming years. Okay, now on the right we've got the Walmart. That's the only Walmart here at the beaches. There's not one in Lewis or anything. That's just the one we've got here. Got a couple fast food restaurants right out in front of it. But that Walmart, there's a West Marine in there, which is like a boating supply store as well. And then at this traffic light here, the road that turns down on the right there is called Old Landing Road. There are a number of different communities down there. We'll probably cover that in a separate video. But Old Landing Road, like I said, there's a number of different communities down there. Sawgrass, Sterling Crossing, the Villages of Old Landing, just a number of them down there. And that's really the start of the residential stuff here in Rehoboth. Coming up here on the right side, right there is going to be Agave. I've mentioned that in many different videos. That's the Rehoboth location. They do have a Lewis location in downtown Lewis as well, but that's the Rehoboth location that just opened about 2 years ago now. Fantastic for Mexican food. If you're looking for a good date night spot for Mexican, Agave is where it's at. There you got the Big Chill Surf Cantina. They're a popular spot for a lot of the folks in the restaurant industry. That's where they go hang out. It's a great little, just kind of like dive bar almost. Great little spot. Grab a couple drinks. They don't serve food there, so you did see they got the Smash Mouth burger truck there. That's actually where the Taco Reho truck used to be located as well. But again, a great spot. On the left there, you can see the next Tanger Outlet Center. That one is the Seaside Tanger Outlet Center. Again, a number of different stores in there. They've got Applebee's, they've got Chipotle. The Palms that we're passing here on the right, that's a popular condo community. They rent pretty well if you're looking for a rental property. And then up here on the right, we've got the third and final Tanger Outlet Center. And that's going to just be, again, more of the same retail shops. You've got Nike in that one. There's a couple others, Puma, Lids, North Face, all that kind of stuff. At this traffic light here on the right hand side, if you were to turn down there, it would take you to the only two golf course communities in the Rehoboth Beach area, Kings Creek Country Club and Rehoboth Beach Yacht and Country Club. And those two are just down that road there, which is Shuttle Road. And again, there's the only two golf courses in Rehoboth Beach. There are some in the surrounding areas, but it's the only two private clubs we have here. Unless you wanted to go out to the peninsula, which is in the Long Neck area, or all the way down south to Cripple Creek. You don't really have many options if you're looking for golf. Take a little bit of a detour here. So right there on the right, you've got the Shell Brothers headquarters, and then you've got the Big Fish Grill. Big Fish Grill is great for seafood. Shell Brothers, they're probably the premier builder in the area. They've got the most market share for local builders. They build the most in the area, but that's their headquarters there, right here along Coastal Highway. You can see that bridge up there. That bridge is going to take you into Dewey Beach. So over that bridge, you start to get into Dewey Beach, and just over that bridge is where Rehoboth Elementary is as well. And then we're going to turn down here. You've got the YMCA there on the left-hand side. And when we make this right here, this is going to be taking us onto Rehoboth Avenue. This is the main road into downtown Rehoboth. So if you've been here before or not been here before, if you've been here before, you definitely know Rehoboth Avenue. This is where it takes you to the ocean, takes you into the downtown, takes you into the boardwalk and all that kind of stuff. The beach is up here as well. A lot of these condos or townhomes on either side of the road here, they sell for a pretty good amount. They're probably starting about $800,000 for those. As you get closer into the beaches, the prices just increase exponentially. There's the old Dolly sign on the left that used to be hanging down at the boardwalk. Now it's up on the museum there. This spot on the right, Egg, is a great little breakfast spot. This is my favorite coffee spot in Rehoboth, right there on the right-hand side, Rise Up Coffee. They got great coffee. I love their acai bowls. But I typically, if I meet clients, that's typically where I meet them, is Rise Up. You got McGregor Custom Homes there on the corner. He's a custom home builder. Does a fantastic job, has built a lot of homes in the area. And Rehoboth Avenue this time of year looks a lot different than it does in the summer months. Right now there's obviously a lot of open parking and that kind of stuff. In the summer months, all of these spots will be taken. Right now you do not have to pay to park, but again, in the summer it's metered parking that you pay to park. Right there on the right hand side, you've got Dogfish Head Brewery. If you are a beer drinker, you probably know about Dogfish Head. That's where they got their start at. They've got a brewery up in Milton, but that downtown Rehoboth location, they used to do a lot of test beers and that kind of stuff in there, and they still do fantastic food and a couple other things in there. There's the Summer House on the right. That's a fantastic little dining spot. You've got the Rehoboth Library as well. And then you're going to just see a whole bunch of businesses down the right-hand side here. Really both sides of the street. You've got mostly just businesses in this area. You don't have a lot of housing. We will turn down a couple of the side streets here as well, just so you can see what else is going on. Up top there on the right, you've got Cooter Brown's, more southern style food there. They get a lot of visitors up on top there. It's cool because in the summertime they've got seating outside there, so you can overlook the avenue while you're eating your meal up there. right ahead of us there is where we dead end into the boardwalk and the beach. It's a little bit foggy out today, so you can't really see much of the beach, but you can see the dune there. You've got Santa's house, which is a great little addition to the boardwalk this time of year. So there's certain times where you can come and meet Santa Claus there. In front of us, you got Core Brothers. That's where the Dolly sign used to be. Next to it, obviously Dolly's has moved down a couple doors. You see them there. Also in the center of where we just turned around is the bandstand. They do a lot of live music and stuff there in the summers. Again, just a variety of businesses here on the right-hand side, really on both sides. We will turn down here. DeFebo's on the right there is a fantastic Italian spot. Now we're getting up into what's called North Rehoboth. So North Rehoboth is a lot more residential. If you keep going up into North Rehoboth and go all the way to the north side, President Biden's got a house there. I'm sure you've seen it on the media when he comes down here. This is, you got a lake here, and then there's a hotel right there, the Henlopen Hotel, which is right on the boardwalk. Great little spot. And as we continue around here, you'll see one of the best views. Hopefully it's not too foggy today, but you'll see one of the best views of the beach from the roadway here. So all these houses, these are going to be north of $1 million. Probably not much less than 1.5, just depending on what you're getting. If it needs a lot of work, you might be able to find it for less than 1.5, but a lot of these houses that you see down here are going to be more expensive than that, just based on their proximity to the ocean and their location within the town. Can't really see much with the fog, but the ocean is right there. It comes pretty close to the roadway. We'll turn down one of these streets here just so you can see some of the residential neighborhoods. So if you were to continue straight, that would bring you into North Shores. That's a neighborhood up there with a lot more pricey housing. And then this is what the neighborhoods look like in downtown Rehoboth. This is going to be, again, North Rehoboth. South Rehoboth is typically a lot of similar characteristics. But here in North Rehoboth, it is, again, wider streets. It's very colonial almost in a lot of the style of the homes. A lot of the newer homes are that coastal style, but any of the older beach cottages have that more rustic feel to them. Again, you can turn right or left here, all through residential streets. Turn back onto Lake Avenue here. You got a playground there as well, part of the park. We're going to turn onto Baltimore Avenue here. So on the left where you see that green truck, there's a place right there called Theo's. It's a steak spot. Great date night spot. Their Chateaubriand they have there is probably one of the best meals you can get at the beach. They do a fantastic job in there, and I've never had a bad meal. Right ahead of us there is the convention center. You can see them doing some work on this hotel on the corner. That is going from the Sandcastle Hotel to, it's now going to be a luxury hotel here at the beach. We're going to go through this light here, and we're going to head towards South Rehoboth. Down on Wilmington there, you've got a couple of good, really good restaurants down that way, on the left back there. All right, so this is going to be South Rehoboth. So you've got a lot of residential. Once you get away from Wilmington Avenue, which is kind of the last big commercial avenue, you start to get into a lot more residential stuff here. And then we've got the ocean side is on our left. The inland side is on our right. So now, once we get down about this far, we run out of a lot of the commercial stuff on the boardwalk. So now it's just residential right on the water or right on the boardwalk. There is a little bit of boardwalk that comes up to here, but it starts to turn into just houses straight on the beach. You've got Silver Lake here, which a lot of lakefront homes, and then on the left-hand side, across Silver Lake there, you've got some of the most expensive homes probably in Rehoboth. You're going to have a lot of those that are upwards of $7 million. They definitely sell for a pretty penny. We're going to come up here and we're going to turn around. We're not too far now away from where Dewey Beach starts. Dewey Beach is still part of the same zip code, but it does transition here from Rehoboth to Dewey. So this is all South Rehoboth. We're going to turn around here and we're going to head back towards the downtown area and just give you a better feel of what it looks like going that way. In the corporate limits of Rehoboth Beach here, again back in South Rehoboth. As you can see, all residential, pretty good size homes. Again, these are all going to be, more than likely at this point, you're not going to find anything less than probably $1.5 million. If it's any lower than that, it probably is a complete teardown. At that point, you might be able to find something for $1 million or just under $1 million, but more than likely it's going to be more than that. Anything on the right-hand side is definitely going to be more than that as you creep further and further down towards the ocean. We're about 3 blocks from the ocean now. Post office there on the right. You see them doing work on that hotel. Got the fire station on the right next to the convention center and town hall or city hall. On the right there where you see the Starbucks, right above that is a place called the Cultured Pearl. They've got great sushi, cool little spot up there, all rooftop again, so you can overlook the avenue in the summertime. It gets busy. It's cool, you know, you can sit up there, have a meal, watch everybody enjoying themselves down on Rehoboth Avenue. And as we head out of the traffic circle here, on the right, you're going to see one of the better parks down here in the downtown area. It's got playground, it's got some workout equipment, it's got restroom facilities, all attached to the museum there. On the left there is a great little breakfast spot. Fantastic food in there. I've never had a bad meal. They never disappoint. It is, you know, just basic breakfast food, but it's great every time I go in there. And then as we pull up here, we're going to be approaching back onto Coastal Highway and Route 1, and which would take us back north towards Midway and Lewis area where we were before. So that's pretty much going to do it for our tour today. If you enjoy the content that we've been putting out, if you could do me a favor, hit the subscribe button down below. Again, that really helps us out here on the channel and keeps you in the loop each week when we go live discussing all things Coastal Delaware. And if you enjoyed the driving tour today, let me know down in the comments. I plan to do a little bit more of these, so if it's something that you want to see some more of, please let me know so that I know that you want to see more of it, and we'll continue to bring them out to you. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and I look forward to seeing you next time.